Hey, I'm already snorting. This is a super vulnerable video because I haven't really thought it all through, but it's going to be really authentic. And I hope this helps anybody who's not only a writer in the messy middle, but also anybody who's just going through a hard time. So, quick backstory, and let me paint the scene here. I am 6.5 miles into an 18-mile walk. I need to walk 18 miles today because I'm training for the Chicago Marathon. Not to run it, but to walk it. That's how I roll. And I haven't walked in several months. My training fell off for a good reason. I got married, went on my honeymoon. I prioritized other things besides this training. So today is my first day back, and it's brutal. The weather's perfect. My body is not. Everything. My calluses have softened due to lack of training. I've gotten a little softer. My muscles are a lot less tight. I'm just, generally speaking, out of shape. Not surprising. And I'm not even halfway through, and multiple times in this training walk, I've wanted to give up. In fact, I turned around at one point and started heading home, and then I stopped myself and I ducked into a grocery store and got myself a little bit of sustenance, thinking maybe that'll perk me up, and it did. And I kept going, feeling really uncomfortable, bloated, irritated, mad at myself for not keeping up with my discipline. And all these negative self-talk thoughts were just pummeling my brain. And I was listening to a podcast while all this stuff was coming out. It just felt like an assault on my senses. My body hurt, my brain was overloaded, my heart was just aching. I turned off the podcast, walked in silence for a bit, trying to follow the adage that I tell my clients all the time, which is stillness is the access point to acceleration. And though I'm walking, that's not being still, I tried to still my mind a bit. And sure enough, in doing that, I got really clear about the fact that this feeling that I have right now is super familiar in not only physical training, but also in writing. We make progress, hit a road bump, or we fall off our discipline, or things just don't feel right, and we pause or we stop or we start chewing ourselves up a bit. And it's really easy to allow that negativity to pull us off the rails permanently. And what I have found consistently helps me is when I, instead of fighting it and instead of attacking myself even more by saying, you should have done this, you deserve to feel like crap because you didn't stick with it, all the things. Instead of piling it on, the best thing to do is to literally name and acknowledge that you're feeling like crap, or that you're feeling overwhelmed, or that you're feeling disappointed. And so what I did was, after I got my little sustenance stop, got a little fuel, reset, got back on the course, started going again. It took a little bit. It wasn't immediate, of course, but started to regulate more. And I just kept going. And in the process of recommitting to what I thought I couldn't do, I got such an adrenaline rush. This is not a rush from the carbs that I just ate. Yes, I stopped the grocery store and got a slice of pizza and a kombucha. But I got this rush of, oh man, I thought I couldn't do it and I'm doing it. And it's in that kind of recommitting after the stalling out, you get a little high in that. Some people might call what I just did a runner's high. Take a look at these beautiful flowers, by the way. Oh my gosh. Wow. See, I wouldn't see those flowers if I didn't recommit. There's just a rush of, I thought I wasn't going to do it, and I'm doing it, and I'm really doing it. Like that great feeling that you can get from proving yourself to be resilient, giving yourself evidence that you can handle hard things. That's a really important skill to cultivate. And it's hard, and it doesn't always happen. But the way that you get it to happen is you keep trying, and you keep trying to recommit. You keep trying to get back onto the track. So if you have found yourself stalled, whether it's with your mental health, with a relationship, with a writing project, with a renovation project, with some relationship in your life, whatever it is, just because it has stalled, it doesn't mean it's dead in the water. Just because it has been paused for a bit doesn't mean you can't get back to it. But I invite you to stay curious about what would it look like if I re-engaged. Would I re-engage in a different way? Would I come at things from a different angle? Leaving space for curiosity is key, because when you have an open heart and just an inquisition rather than certainty about how things might go, there's a lot more room for things to work out. But if you determine that the only way that a relationship is going to move forward is if this person says this, or they apologize this way, or they have to start acting or behaving in a particular way, that sets everybody up for a potential struggle, if not failure. But if you just try to allow space for re-engagement loosely, I suspect that you might surprise yourself. I surprised myself today, and I thought you might want to just hear about that, because I have needed a lot of encouragement lately. I've just, man, have I been beating myself up about falling short on things. I am short. I'm 5 feet tall, so surprise. But I hope that helps. And yeah, okay. Do with that what you will. And I wish you the happiest day.